Ladies and gentlemen, what is up and welcome today to a rank up abilities overview and gameplay video for Ghost in Marvel Contest of Champions. There is so much to check out with this character today. Her animations look amazing, the playstyle seems very quirky and different to a lot of the other characters, so I'm not too sure if in this video we're going to fully nail it, but we're going to give it, full welly, our best try. And also, she is the final puzzle piece in a brand new Trinity synergy between her, Wasp, and also Ant-Man, and the synergy that she has between Ant-Man as well, I don't know, some interesting stuff. It might actually make Ant-Man a good character. So if anything else, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very excited for some Ant-Man gameplay this weekend. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we need to level this character up as soon as possible. We're going to take her up, hopefully, to rank 5, level 50, fully max her out. So, unfortunately as well, we don't have a 4-star Tech Awakening gem for Ghost. However, one of the things that the character doesn't really seem to need is her Awakened ability. It seems like, it seems alright, but it doesn't seem anything too game-changing. And we'll talk about exactly what that is when it comes to the abilities overview. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Rank 3, level 30. We've got tons of 5k tech ISO. She's just shooting up at the moment. I'm not really too sure as well how Ghost compares in terms of other characters, in terms of her power index, and whether or not she's super beefy. But just looking at her unduped PI, it doesn't seem like anything too special. But I think Ghost has some very interesting potential with how her phasing works if it shrugs off all debuffs like right at the start of the fight. So I don't know if you can go into something like a bleed or a poison node and like dash back and get rid of the stuff, but that's something that I'm very curious about. I think Ghost is going to have some very interesting matchups, and we're going to talk about the abilities soon, ladies and gentlemen. We are almost there. We've got her almost up to 440 now, and then we just need to get her up to 550, and then we can check out the abilities, check out the synergies. Talk about the one with Ant-Man, which the synergy with Ant-Man, for every debuff on the opponent gives Ant-Man, it's like 15% more attack, which might be, I don't know, man, pretty good. Also, considering he's going to get a huge attack bonus with the what is it, Trinity synergy with Wasp and Ghost as well. So I'm a little bit tempted as well. I feel like this weekend, man, we might be ranking up 5-star Ant-Man, who is currently, I believe, sitting at rank 1. But yeah, we'll see how good it is, ladies and gentlemen, and whether or not we are convinced. But I have some good hope for Wasp, and also, sorry, not Wasp, Ghost. And one of the matchups that I'm interested to try out, hopefully at some point this weekend as well, is against the Collector, because her phasing mechanic does seem very interesting for dealing with some very annoying specials as well. So let's see if she has the damage as well, which is something that I'm very curious about, as well as a lot of people are, because it kind of looks like Ghost is the character pegged more of as an attacker this month because she's so easy to fight in the monthly event quest, and Wasp seems to be more of the defender type character. So anyway, let's go in and open up Ghost's info and have a look at some of these abilities. So Dashback will begin phasing for 2 seconds. Phasing won't activate if Ghost is afflicted with an armor break debuff or has a precision passive. So that's important to keep in mind when playing the character, the precision passive, because a lot of stuff triggers that. So when she does her phasing, while phasing, incoming attacks have a 100% chance to miss, and each damage over time debuff on Ghost converts to a Fury passive, increasing attack rating by 1,294 for 5 seconds. So yeah, I'm super interested in the interactions with like all of the nodes, like Degeneration and that, to see exactly how this is going to work, and whether or not this makes Ghost a viable character for pretty much like any node on Alliance War attack, whether it's bleed or poison. So yeah, it could be potentially quite interesting. And then also upon phasing, gain precision passive for 6 seconds, which guarantees the next hit to be critical, consumes the precision passive. Ghost can only land critical hits through her abilities, so keep that in mind. You can only crit while you've got the precision. And phasing is immediately deactivated when Ghost initiates an attack or blocks an attack, so keep that in mind as well. We also have all attacks, critical hits cannot be evaded, so while you have precision, you are good to go ham on a Spider-Man or a Nightcrawler, for example. And also non-critical hits have a 10% chance to gain a cruelty buff, increasing critical damage rating by, 1,333.33 for 20 seconds. And these buffs stack up to 5 times, so you can get a lot more crit damage there. And also when the opponent evades, gain a precision passive for 6 seconds as well. Heavy attacks have a 50% chance for Fury, increasing your attack by, I think that's approximately 50% or just under 50% of our base attack for 10 seconds. And the chance to gain a Cruelty buff on a heavy non-critical increases the longer the heavy attack is charged. So I think it said from the character spotlight, if you charge the heavy attack all the way until it will go naturally, then you guarantee that you get the Cruelty there. But I'm not too sure if they're going to be intervals where you want to get in the heavy attacks as well. But it's an interesting one. Maybe like phase and heavy is some sort of combo there. So yeah, we might try that one out. We've also got the special attack one, which is gain free precision passives for 6 seconds. So that's free guaranteed crits, and also when triggered immediately upon phasing, each hit is guaranteed critical. So if you dash back in special one, and there's a synergy of Wasp, which makes it unblockable, then yeah, all of the hits of that attack are guaranteed crits, and you're going to, benefit from the greatly increased crit damage as well. And then we also have the special attack 2, which is gain Cruelty buff, increasing crit damage, crit rating by 1,333 for 20 seconds, but then refreshes all Cruelty buffs as well. And when triggered immediately upon phasing, each hit is a guaranteed critical. So yeah, there's some sort of combo with the special attacks and phasing that you need to work in by the look of it. And we also have the special attack 3, which can convert the Cruelty buffs generated by Ghost into permanent Cruelty passives. So this might be something that's good for the longer fights, but doesn't seem too insane for some of the shorter fights there. And Ghost's Awakened ability gives her phase right at the start of the fight, which I think on Poison and Bleed nodes might immediately shrug it off. And then also she gets 5% power every time the opponent misses her, so attacks into her while she's phasing. So if you have like a very, very quick rapid fire special 2, let's say like Punisher's special 2, which has like, I don't know, 8 hits or something like that, that can be a lot of power if timed right. So yeah, the signature ability, I don't know, might be quite useful in the right scenario matchup, but isn't going to give you insane value every single one, but it's very, very nice to have, and it doesn't look like the character necessarily needs it, which is always quite a good thing. And we have the synergies. So for Ghost, we have plus 15% attack for each buff on Ghost, and the Ant-Man one is plus 15% attack for each debuff on the opponent. So with all the cruelty and precision stuff, you can tell that this is probably like quite a big synergy for Ghost by the look of it. And the Wasp one is special attacks are unblockable when triggering while phasing, and Ghost take no damage while phasing, and Hood starts the fight invisible. So I'm not entirely sure exactly how the Ghost synergy works with Hood, whether or not, there are additional effects that could be active on you while phasing, but yeah, I'm not too sure exactly the uses for that one, but I'm interested to get any additional input. However, ladies and gentlemen, now that we've done the rank up, we are going to jump into a little bit of, I think we're going to go for some Act 5 today. I do very much like Act 5.1.6 Dark Angel for a little bit of testing here. So we have the synergies that we talked about before. Actually, it's a little bit easier to see them all if we go to the edit team here. So the full team synergy for Ant-Man, Wasp, and Ghost, I believe, is on Wasp. Which is the hard to hit one. So yeah, what is Ghost getting here? Ghost is getting plus 25% attack at the start of the fight if Wasp, Ant-Man, and Ghost are together in a team. Ant-Man gains increased attack when glancing hits, and Wasp counter sting is never disabled where below 20% health. But yeah, the main thing is that plus 25% attack synergy, definitely, and also the unblockables while phasing, which makes it much easier to do that crit combo. So it seems like they are very much pushing this team synergy, but I'm very excited to see if it's going to make Ant-Man a good character, because it seems like he's getting a lot of attack from different sources there. So I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, stranger things have happened in Marvel Contest of Champions. But anyway, let's dive into a little bit of Act 5. Let's unplug my phone as well, just to try and prevent overheating issues today. That would be fantastic if we could get exactly 0 of those. But I'm not too sure how my Ghost fighting is going to be, because again, this character does have a very, very quirky playstyle that looks very reliant on phasing at pretty much every single interval that you can. But yeah, I'm not too sure how this character is exactly going to work. Okay, so we got the phase there and got the crit. Okay, so we dash back. Oh man, that crit's pretty nice going in. And dashing back, you are having a very big connect on the first one. So yeah, you've just got to keep an eye on those, what is it, those crit buffs to make sure you have none of them, and then you should be pretty fine. Wait, are we doing this right? Okay, I definitely didn't do that right. Maybe you don't want to dash back so recklessly when the opponent has a bar of power. Okay, let's see if we can figure this one out. So we got the crit there. Let's dash back again. Is it just a case of, like, constantly dashing back? Is that the way to play it? Okay, come on. Special 2. Hey, that wasn't too bad. Only the first hit was guaranteed critical. I'm not too sure if that's meant to be. But damn, there's a very, very weird playstyle on Ghost, man. I'm not too sure what it is. I don't know if it's like you should be doing the full combos or attacking in, but those mediums, right, after you dash in, man, they are carrying all of the damage. They're dealing so much. Now, because Ghost does have a pretty quirky playstyle, what we're going to do instead is jump into the life transfer chapter in Act 5, just so that we kind of have like a good buffer for like taking damage and being a bit of a scrub and playing around with, you know, various combat tactics. So yeah, I think this should be a fairly interesting path and exercise and scenario for Ghost here, who, yeah, the playstyle, man, is incredibly quirky, but I'm learning a little bit as we go along. Just need to remember not to dash back and expect any kind of good result when the opponent has 1 bar of power. But when they are less than that, we can have a decent time. Oh no, maybe not, maybe not. We spoke a little bit too soon there. Just need to pay quite a bit of attention. Okay, so we got the crit at the moment, so we can't dash back. Okay, he's got 1 bar of power. Alright, let's use the special 2. Hopefully get some cruelty refreshed. There we go, that refreshes one of our buffs there. But it's those first mediums, man. They're so juicy. I'm absolutely loving them. Right, let's smack him. Okay, we have 3 guaranteed crits. Okay, that wasn't too bad, actually, finishing off on the a special 1. I feel like for shorter fights, the special 1 is maybe the way to go, but I'm not too sure, because the special 2, you know, it refreshes the cruelty, but it doesn't seem like you're going to have a huge amount of benefit unless it's quite a long fight. But if it's a really, really long fight, then I think the special 3 might be the way to go, but I'm not too sure, ladies and gentlemen. Just trying to figure it out. And also against, you know, when you have an awakened ghost and you're against somebody with multiple projectiles as well, I can see how that what is it, the special 2 and special 3 are going to become even more valuable. But I feel like there's also a good little skill cap on this character with intercepting as well. But yeah, just need to be very on the ball to play well. Okay, got the 3 guaranteed crits now. Pretty damn nice. Let's go. Come on, Daredevil. And we totally missed out on those crits, man. We were way too slow by the look of it. Okay, we need to make sure we can get in very shortly after the special 1. Yeah, I need to take advantage of those crits as soon as possible. Yeah, I should have gone for the parry earlier and nuked in while I had those crits active. Alright, that didn't seem too bad damage-wise. Oh, I think maybe aggressive special 1 spam is the way to go. I don't know if I'm, like, overcomplicating this character in my head. But yeah, I'm going to try next fight. We're just going to go in, standard-ish tactics, just spam the crap out of the special 1 and see how that goes for us, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go ahead and move over to point A or point B. I think we'll go for point B, actually, because point A has some, I think, some all-or-nothing fights, which are a little bit of a pain in the ass. But we can still tank through because we've got life transfer here, which is sorting out some regeneration. But here, I think we have... is this Ronan in terms of the matchup, or Thor? Or... yeah, it's Thor that we have to fight here. Okay, let's sort this. Got the phasing. Oh no, I got smacked, boys. Gotta be a little bit more careful with that phasing for sure. Okay, let's just try and play this relatively normally. And see how we go on. I think aggression as well might be the name of the game in order to get some dang damage. But we did mess up there a little bit, man. Did mess up a little bit. Yeah, she definitely needs, like, at least a couple of cruelty stacks, or the damage just feels so terrible, man. And to get those, you need to be not critting. You've got a 10% chance to get them on a non-crit. So yeah, maybe the special 2 you do need to throw in sometimes. Because, yeah, it just doesn't seem like we've been too lucky with the cruelty this fight. Let's fire that off. We got the cruelty, we got 1 refreshed. And now that damage is going up a very nice amount. So yeah, I think it might be special 2. Maybe until you get like 1 or 2 stacks. And then special 1 spam. Oh, I'm not too sure. We're figuring out, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting on with it. Having a little bit of a play about, a little bit of a test. But I do like her animations and playstyle. I think they're really, really cool. It's just the complexities of the character. And trying to work out an efficient way to run her. Certainly occupying a lot of my noggin at the moment. Okay, I think this is Ronan. Oh no, it's Black Bolt up next. Okay, we're going to have a sick fight against Black Bolt. We're going to get to the special 2. We're going to refresh that. Ooh, that was a complete gamble, man. I'm sure she's going to be quite fun to play in Labyrinth for these intercepts as well. And also having a special 1 and dashing back and getting that crit buff isn't bad, man. Isn't bad at all. Right, special 2. There we go. Now we've just got to dodge that. And get back to the special 1 spam. Oh, she feels great to play, man. When you're playing at a good tempo, she's feeling pretty damn good. Damn, I'm getting like no cruelty stacks. Bro, boys, the RNG's terrible. Okay, we've drop-kicked Black Bolt down. We got 3 stacks of cruelty now. Oh, our damage, it's getting there. It's getting there, ladies and gentlemen. Special 1, come on. Let's get done. There we go. Oh, it was very nice toward the end. We had some great damage toward the end. But I'm interested to see as well, at some point over the weekend, we're going to do some more testing on Ghost. Probably in something like Realm of Legends, to see if she is doing quite well. Because, you know, on a longer fight like Winter Soldier, you can get to the special 3 and make the cruelty stacks permanent. And maybe that's going to be quite useful. Maybe that's going to be pretty dank. Who knows, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm sure we're going to find out. Anyway, let's go in for Storm now. Oh, we got a cruelty buff right off the start. What an absolute gem there. I'm trying to be a little bit careful so we don't get completely wrecked. I think if we get to the special 2, that'll put us in a really, really great place. For refreshing 3 stacks of that. And damn, she's hitting hard against this Storm. And this is only a 550, man. Be having some pretty tasty damage, I would assume, on a 5-star maxed out one. And there we go. Oh, drop kick that Storm as well. Damn, that was a great fight. That was like my favorite fight so far. I want to keep going though. I'm actually really, really enjoying this now. It took a little while to get into the character. I think I was unnecessarily maybe overcomplicating her at the start. But I do think as well, with this whole crit buff thing, there are maybe a few different ways that you can go about playing this character. Right, I forgot who's on this node, actually. It's a science opponent. Is it a Hulk? Right, we seen Hulk? Oh, no, it's a Quake. Okay, Quake's a bit of a pain in the ass, but hopefully we should be okay here. So yeah, maybe it's not best to start going crazy on those crit buffs, just to get some cruelty stacks. Again, the fight that we had last time was just absolute bliss. It was so good. Alright, let's go ahead and dodge that, sneak in, get a little 5 combo there. I think she's actually got some brand new animations. I can't think of any other character that moves exactly like Ghost does. Unless I'm missing somebody here. Got the phase there just to guarantee we could avoid Quake's special 1. Phase that again. Oh, we didn't phase that. Oh, crap. Okay, let's go for this special 1. Get the free crits in. Oh, no! Getting wrecked here. No, come on! Right. We're making a comeback, ladies and gentlemen. It's happening. There we go. Right, Quake's in the bin. Whew, that was a life transfer that saved my ass there. Not my insane playing skills. But yeah, I've in the phase with the amount of time you're getting, especially if you're spamming the special 1, I guess that is another way to play the character in terms of like just going for the special 2 if you want more reliance on the phasing back as well. Because with the special 1, because whenever she has the precision, the guaranteed crit, she cannot phase back. So maybe that's a bit of a disadvantage. There's good level of complexity. I'm liking Ghost so far. I like that she seems like a very, very interesting and useful character unawakened. But I'm also interested to see like tons of people explore the full potential. Because very, very quirky, man. Very, very quirky. Oh, man. What fun and interactive evade. Right, Black Widow. Let's go for it. Are we going to get a special 2 out of you? Ooh, a little bit worried there. I'm still a little bit worried, actually, if I'm perfectly honest. Okay, what a comeback, ladies and gentlemen. We are back in the game, by the look of it. Maybe a medium, maybe a triple combo in that scenario is a better way to get value for damage. Gosh, I'm not too sure. Right, let's go. Ooh. Not too bad. Not too bad. We did scrub up a little bit there against Black Widow. But ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of the Ghost rank up abilities and gameplay video. An interesting character. I think she's got some good potential. But again, I feel like there's so much testing that needs to be done on this character. It's not one you can pick up and get an idea of exactly how great she is. But she seems decent, man. Very, very decent. I think there's some interesting stuff that can be done. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, time will tell. If you enjoyed today's Ghost rank up and gameplay video, feel free to smash that like button. That would be greatly appreciated. Apart from that, thank you very much for watching. Take care and have an absolutely fantastic day.